Hi guys, and welcome to Edinburgh Capitals CapsTv that brings you everything Edinburgh Capitals related. Tonight here at Murrayfield, your Edinburgh Capitals tried to fight off the Sheffield Steelers, but that fight was just a little bit too much. I caught up with coach Richard Hartman, Scott Neal, and also another coach for the Murrayfield Juniors, Daniel Ferguson. Let's hear what they've got to say. Coach Hartman of the Edinburgh Capitals, that was some defeat here at home against Sheffield Steelers.
I can only apologize to the fans, and I lost all the words because it's so many losses behind us. I try my best, and it's 40 minutes. It was working. Everything was perfect. Finally, the guys find a way to compete, and after that they just lose the control. But I don't know, and we got hammered.
I mean, you know, it was the same last week. We stuck to the system for 20, 40 minutes, but then something happens and the whole game plan goes out the window.
Again, I don't want to talk about the system because I got a lot of hell about that. We're playing this system and this system. The discipline is not there. The guys doesn't. If you tell him stay on the left side, he doesn't stay. He's going to the right side. I don't have the remote and control to get the players the right position. That's up to them, up to their skill, and they're probably proving they are not skilled enough to play this level.
You know, you definitely, your team that you'd put on the ice at the very start of the season could well have been classed as very defensively, you know, up there with all the other teams, but it seems to have fallen by the wayside.
I don't know, we don't have anything, so that's why we're losing, because we don't play defensively, we don't play offensively, we play about the luck. The puck, the guy just threw the puck away. They're trying to play dump and chase, nobody is chasing. They're trying to play totally house system or totally house game, and they think they will go over Sheffield. Sheffield is one of the best teams in the league, and if you don't play 120% and if you don't play good defensively, you will get beat up like we did today.
You know, all the other teams have been, you know, winning the face-off, you know, but what kind of system should we be doing at, you know, the face-off plays? What kind of stuff should we be doing out there?
I don't want to talk about the system again because I will have a lot of hell American system, a European system, whatever system you play, and if you don't stick on it, you will get beat up. That's what we're not doing it. So we played North American style, we got beat up. We played European style, we got beat up. So what kind of system the players need to realize? So what position they want to play and what they actually, if they want to even play here, because some of the guys should be the leaders, should be leading all example, and then trying to score the goals and then be there right time to pull the train, but they are not there, and all the criticisms come to my head, and I don't accept that, because we working hard on every little things, but the guys when they come to the game, it doesn't show up.
What's plan B?
Plan B. We need to work, because we see that today. Actually, we started with a clear table. We played 40 minutes great, and after that we just I don't know, we just lost the concentration, or I don't know, the plexiglass went out, and the guys think so we can play easy and we will win, and that didn't happen. And I was warning them, be careful. We need to still be concentrating the whole 60 minutes, but we wasn't.
We're away to Fife tomorrow at Fife Ice Arena. Have you left any lasting words in the dressing room for the guys to go away, think about their kind of thoughts and the way that we should be playing, or what's the stage we're at the moment?
That's what I said to them, the guys. If we play like we played the 40 minutes, we will be fine. We can compete with any team in the league. But as soon as we will start to play everybody selfish and playing oh me, that what happens. But I said, guys, tomorrow is a new day and new hopes, and we need to start to get on the winning page, and the guys, I hope they understand that. And this is the way what we were showing this 40 minutes, because we scored 2 beautiful goals. So I would say that was starting to getting and better, and the light, we saw the light on the end of the tunnel. And I said to the boys, if we play like the 40 minutes, the first 40 minutes, we will be fine tomorrow. We will win, and after that we will just jump and we'll just keep going and just get the wins, and we'll be back to the playoff spot.
Okay, thank you very much for speaking to me. I know it's not easy.
Thank you.
This man right here needs no introductions to Caps TV. Scott Neal, not the best start to the season.
No, it's not. You know, when we put the team together in the first couple of weeks, we thought, you know, we've got a team here that are going to, you know, excite the fan base, give us a competitive team, and it has really went downhill, you know, fast. You know, and tonight was a great example of it. You know, we hung in against a good team. You know, I think for 40 minutes there was a great effort out there. You know, Sheffield, they are a good squad. They knock the puck around. They've got a lot of skill, a lot of depth. But we hung in there with them, and it was so disappointing to see a third period collapse the way it happened. And you know, it reflects that, you know, there's deeper problems than you know what we can see. You know, we're expecting more from the squad we have, and you know, we would expect, you know, a lot more wins. But you know, that was a very disappointing result.
Do you have plans to kind of shake things up? I mean, are you in talks with Richard Hartman to kind of, do you have a plan to move forward from this?
I think, you know, all teams, when we've been on the run we've had to have thought processes about how we're going to change this round. You know, we were hoping internally within the team, because I think, you know, the frustrating thing is, I think there's a squad of players there that are probably much better than what we've had in previous years, but for one reason or another, you know, the performances on the ice aren't reflecting that, and you know, we have to look for remedies and changes, because it can't go on.
You know, I think it's been kind of bandied about quite heavily that, you know, the European style is not the way that we should be going, and then we play the American style, and that's not really kind of working. So what really is plan B?
It's hard to say. You know, different styles. I mean, lots of teams, you know, throughout the world have lots of mixtures of different players. Europeans, you know, North Americans. You know, I don't particularly look to excuses like that. You know, you find a system, you find a way to win. You know, each club, you know, should be able to work out what's best for them. And you know, a lot of it comes down to the players. You know, a lot of it, we're making a lot of individual errors out there. You know, and I think maybe systems are, you know, perhaps being blamed too much, rather than looking at individual performances and maybe the chemistry between, you know, the players that are out there playing with each other. So you know, we've had a number of, you know, we set off, I think, you know, at the start of the season we had some positive looking, you know, team performances, and you know, we expected that to continue. You know, we have had our fair share of injuries, which hasn't helped, but you know, it's coming, you know, to a stage now. We definitely have to find answers, and find answers quickly.
What's your final kind of thoughts and remarks that you want to put out there to the fans of the Caps?
Just that, you know, we have to bear down. You know, the team's working hard. You know, we are trying. You know, the guys are disappointed. Everyone's disappointed. You know, right from, you know, the staff in the box office to you guys here. We thought this was going to be a much different season, and you know, we found ourselves back where, you know, we were last year. We've got to dig our way out of it. You know, you know, even if we're not looking at particularly, you know, next season kind of almost starts now. We have to start finding remedies to get our team playing, that we can continue, not, you know, for the rest of this season, but you know, into next, where we can compete in a positive manner. And you know, right now we're definitely not.
That's great. Thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thank you.
We're joined by Daniel Ferguson from CapsTV Live, and also Murrayfield Juniors coach. That was some performance here tonight against Sheffield Steelers.
It obviously wasn't the performance that the team was after, the scoreline certainly, but you know, looking at it from on the flip side, it was a bad 20 minutes of hockey. The Edinburgh Capitals didn't play well in that third period, but I thought, there was one defensive lapse where they scored a goal and conceded one quite quickly, which, has been a trend that they've had the last few games. But they looked like a solid hockey team going forward tonight, and they got 2 goals in that first period. The pass from Collins to Ricks to set up that goal was a great hockey play. And then the one before it with Rennie, you get pucks to the net and some good things can happen. They conceded a quick goal, but really, they were within touching distance as one of the best teams in the league after 40 minutes of play, and they had a bad 20 minutes, and that's what you got to put it down to. You got to put it behind you and focus on what the team's doing well going into tomorrow and the rest of the season.
Why do you think the Edinburgh Capitals are running into such trouble on the man-on-man coverage?
Oh, in the defensive zone, if you're playing that kind of defence, then individual errors end up costing the team, and that's possibly what we've seen from the Caps. One person doesn't do their job, it exploits the rest of the team. It becomes 5-on-4 and 5-on-3. The more guys that don't do their job, and that's difficult to recover from. But again, it's, if you have players that take responsibility for themselves, make themselves better, buy into what the coach is looking for, then there's no reason why the Capitals can't have success. We're only 2 months into the season. There's still plenty of time to make up ground. We've seen it before. We saw it 2 seasons ago when we brought in Lineweber and Patry. The team is capable under the way that we play and making a run and being able to play well.
Where do you think the Caps need to go? I've asked the question to Hartman, to Scott Neil. What's Plan B? What's Plan B and what's Plan C? And if that doesn't work, what's Plan D?
I think all 3 are the same. It's just hard work, isn't it? It's just you got to. When you get in a dip like that, the only way you can go is up. And if you want to throw the analogy, the last 2 games, the Edinburgh Capitals have conceded 19 goals. If they've hit rock bottom, then there is only one way that they can go: working hard. And if they get themselves on a roll, they can do it. They've done it before, and it can be positive.
Just touching on what you said there previously, I don't think anybody ever questions the mentality or the achievement or how much the guys put into what they do out on the ice. But do you think there's a confidence issue there? As you say, for the past couple of weeks we've played awesome. We've kind of bought into the system. We've stuck together. Then one goal kind of gets conceded, another goal gets conceded, and then things just go completely haywire and we don't know what to do.
I don't think, as I've said, it's not a lack of work on the ice. Yeah. You just need to work hard and get out of it, but it's more of a lack of concentration. You can't, after you score a goal, be able just to say take it easy and step back and let regroup. You gotta keep your concentration up. You can't let it lapse, and that's probably where the Caps conceding goals on the back of scoring goals is probably where that's come from. That being said, though, it doesn't take much to change that, and as soon as you get on a period after you scoring a goal of 4, 5, 6 minutes, it builds up. You get your confidence back, and then that's when you hit with more offence. It's all down to hard work.
Well, thank you very much for explaining to myself, the layman here, those kind of technical terms. All positive, everything to play for, to 5 tomorrow, and then the only way is up, right?
It can only be the way that the Caps can go.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Only one game next week for your Edinburgh Capitals. Doesn't get any bigger than the Nottingham Panthers here at Murrayfield, so please come out, try and support our guys, be loud and proud for the Edinburgh Capitals. On a lighter note, I caught up with Greg Collins to really find out what he's all about. Enjoy. Greg Collins for the Edinburgh Capitals, thank you very much for joining me here at CapsTv.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So I was thinking that we might kind of spice things up, lighten the mood, because let's face it, we all kind of need a little bit of fun around here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring back Little China's quick fire question round. Do you think you are tough enough to cope with this?
Yes. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. Have you got your game face on?
Hope so.
Right, let's go. First question. Guilty TV pleasure.
Sorry, what's the question?
Guilty TV pleasure.
Gully?
Guilty.
Guilty.
What are you embarrassed about that you wouldn't actually tell people, but I'm making you tell them?
I guess Geordie Shore.
Really? Geordie Shore? Yeah, that is really, really dirty and guilty. I'm disgusted with you. Favourite person to follow on Twitter?
Oh, Twitter. Probably my teammate Joe Grimaldi.
He's quite funny. Deep thoughts coming from the grim daddy.
Yeah, Grim Daddy.
He's a philosopher, right?
Yeah, you never know what's going to come out of that guy.
No, very true. Your celebrity crush?
Ooh, probably Bar Raffelli, I'd say.
Oh, really? Well, if you... Is that now... Oh, okay. Right, got you. She went out with Leonardo DiCaprio?
I don't know.
Mm,
Jealous though.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. First place that you take a girl on a date? That's her first date. Favourite?
Let's go with yeah, straight to the apartment. I mean,
I think he's more a dinner and a movie kind of guy. That's what I'm getting from that. Favourite One Direction member?
ooh, I'm not caught up on my British boy bands yet. Sorry.
Lying. You told me you loved Harry Styles' hair.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I know is Harry Potter around here. So.
Oh, okay, right. Well, that leads smoothly on to your favourite film.
Probably, Gladiator, I'd say.
Okay. And who is your favourite superhero?
Ooh, gotta go Batman.
Batman, okay. And any one team member that you play with right now who would play you in a movie? Like, who would you call up to do a good performance?
Probably Jade Portwood.
Jade Portwood. Do you not mean
Got all the impressions.
Jordan Steele?
No, I think Steely would probably be embarrassing. So.
That's harsh. Right in front of the guy as well. Right in front of him. Okay. Favourite band, rock, music, song at the moment?
Probably can't go wrong with Dave Matthews Band.
Okay, not familiar with their work. One Direction, yes. Dave, Matthew, no. Favourite food?
Lobster.
Oh, gosh. God, you're a fancy man.
Yeah.
Never had lobster. Anyway, you've survived very well, Greg Collins. You've been an outstanding sportsman and appreciate it.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Take care. Wait, let John do his washing. Miss Mop, come through. Fake it till you make it, baby.